Okay, you're at the Watchmen Way, April 30th, 2020. I wanted to start tonight kind of clarifying my talk last night about faith. Um, Probably the most important part I don't think I mentioned, so I just wanted to lay it out. I was called the first time in 2014. I was actually at the National Senior Pro Rodeo Finals, National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas in 2014. I was working at the time for another company as a rep, a sales rep, making about $150,000 a year, working 20 hours a week. I had just won the world title in the bareback riding the year before. It was my third world title. In 2014, I went into the finals with the lead for the world title. I was 10 points ahead. After the first night, the Ernest Bitsui, who's multiple time world champ, who I was battling with for the world title, he had to double grab the first round, and I rode my horse. And basically, how it laid out was, I had to, if I rode my next two horses, I was going to win the world title, but I had two more to get on. And that night was the night that God came to me and told me he had something else to do. The other part to that story is that in 2014, I'd rodeoed for 39 years. So I had planned on continuing at least until 2015 and probably longer. I was riding good, I was feeling good, I was having fun, and I always said, as long as I was having fun and competitive, I was going to keep going. Everything changed that first night. In the shower, and I got hit like a bolt of lightning. And long story short, I thought about what happened overnight. I told my wife the next day, so I think this is Friday or Saturday afternoon, the second day of the finals, that I was going to retire. I don't think she believed it. I told her what happened. I didn't tell her that night. I wasn't sure really what happened. I really needed to think this out. But bottom line was, I told her I was quitting at the end of the rodeo, no matter what happened, win, lose, or draw. And that's what I did at the awards banquet that Sunday night, I think it was. I retired a year before I wanted to, and I haven't looked back since. And since then, I've basically given up everything that was dear to me. My job, my sport I competed in for 39 years. My health, I had a stroke last year. Left my wife of 29 years because she wanted no part of it. And my home. So, and I don't want anybody to get the wrong impression here. I'm not complaining. This has been the best thing that's ever happened to me. After saying all of that, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. God calling me twice now. I've had faith ever since I was a kid. And I'm starting to see now that a lot of things that I misinterpreted were really God and my guardian angels talking to me all along. And so that's where the faith came in for me, was basically giving up everything I worked my whole life for when I was 59 years old, giving it up because of faith, because I knew how important this was, and I was proud that God picked me. And I'm not the only one doing this, guys. I mean, God's called many, many people to do what I'm doing. We may have organized it a little bit differently, but it's all the same, and it's why all you guys are here. It's funny how hardly any of the Watchmen know how they got here. They just magically were on our page. And we're up to almost 3,900 members. Trust me, when this blows up, when the economy collapses, when the swamp is announced as coming down, and all these things are happening right now, guys. The economy's collapsing. The swamp is being drained. The pedophiles are being exposed. This is happening in 2020. And as soon as the world realizes it, the way explodes. As soon as the Catholic Church collapses, the Pope resigns, the way explodes. And so do the Watchmen. So now it's all about finishing what we started, red pilling and preparing as many people as we can up until the very end, until this is over. And the first part of being over is when the economy collapses, right? And then we move on from there. And we do our work with the way. And coordinating between the different churches, for lack of a better word, ministries. I'm not even sure what we're going to call them yet, right? Because they're not really churches. More of a ministry. We'll figure it out. Anyway, coordinating the assets that we're developing now with our investments in physical silver and Litecoin, with the communities and the ministries that need the help, that need the funding. So, going into today, what do we have? No prison for Roger Stone. Looks like he got off. I don't know. I'm sure they fined him. Maybe time served. I caught that one right before I came on. So this is on Flynn. Before that. POTUS confirms with high degree of confidence what we said over a month ago, that the virus came from the Wuhan lab. Thank you, POTUS. But he knew that too a month ago. Flynn FBI setup continues to unravel as texts reveal Stroke went off the rails. Stroke targeted Flynn after the FBI decided to close the case. Las Vegas transforms a casino. This is where we're at right now. A casino is turned into a food bank as the working poor line up for miles to take advantage. Pelosi demands $1 trillion in pandemic relief for states and local governments. It's funny. All those local governments are, you can bet, 95% of them are globalist controlled, democratic controlled. And that's the other thing, guys. We have to know the enemy. And the real enemy is globalism. The Democrats are just working for globalists. And the rhinos too, the Republicans. So it's basically, it's a new paradigm. It's patriots opposing or versus the globalists, who are all the politicians that have been bought off, which is probably 80% of them in federal and state government. 80%. Wait till you see who goes down. How many of them go down? At least 80%. The crisis, here we go. The crisis won't stop until the globalists are removed from power. That's exactly what I've been saying. Everything changes when the swamp drains. It's over. Everything that we've been fighting, the attacks on the Second Amendment, the attacks on our freedom of speech, the attacks on our freedom with some of these governors have been doing. Some of the globalist governors are way overstepping their bounds here. That's all being exposed. It's all part of the plan. You know, I understand being concerned about some of the things that are going on, but you have to realize this is part of the plan. This is going to happen. You're not going to change anything that's going on right now. President Trump can change it when he wants to, but he doesn't want to because he wants these guys to expose themselves. And it's working. More and more liberals, Democrats, are leaving the party. People are fed up with this crap. Trust the plan. Don't get distracted by this stuff. Stay focused on red pilling and preparing. It's all good, guys. Let's see. Unprecedented strikes planned at Amazon and Walmart on Friday as the working poor snub rent payments. 66 loans totaling $1 billion became newly delinquent in April. Unprecedented surge in new delinquencies herald commercial real estate disaster. This is happening, guys. There's nothing going to save the economy. Get your money out. Get your money into physical silver and Litecoin. You've got to have assets outside the system. Anything in the bank, you're going to lose. J. Crew preparing to file bankruptcy as soon as this weekend. Amazon stocks tumble after projecting shrinking profits on billions in pandemic cost. Anybody see a bright side here for the economy? Oh, yeah. And now Pelosi doesn't need a lecture. She's praising Biden for his response to sexual allegations, despite Biden not responding. You can't make this stuff up. And Amazon is going to start using banned Chinese firms' Orwellian thermal cameras to scan their workers. Good thing Amazon is going down, along with Bezos, along with Zuckerberg, along with Soros and Gates. Who am I missing? Schmidt from Alphabet and Google, and Dorsey. All those guys are going down. All those companies are going to be seized. Apple, Amazon, Twitter, Facebook, all going down, guys. Look at the executive order from 12/21/17. Any individual or corporation involved in human trafficking or corruption can have their assets seized by the government. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Soros, Gates, Rockefellers, Rothschilds, all these politicians, the Clintons, the Bushes, Obamas, all going to have their assets seized. All that money from that crooked book deal, all the money Obama got on the kickback from the cash in Iran. All of it's going to be seized. Nobody's getting away, guys. Justice is going to be served. See what we got for questions. Somebody, what was it? Somebody wanted me to talk about something, and I forgot. So I think it was Kevin. Kevin, let me know what I was supposed to talk about tonight. I know it was something. I forgot to write it down. Okay, Kathy, how you doing? Lynn, how you doing? Come on. Okay, Larry, what's up? Aaron, hello. Danielle, what's up? Kevin, where the heck? Where am I here? Brittany, how you doing? John, hello. Michelle, how you doing? Eric, what's up? President Trump, that's exactly what President Trump is doing. Giving these crooks enough rope to hang themselves. They're exposing their agenda. And the American people don't like it. Kevin's laying out the recommendations for investing. Historical ratio that shows silver's going to outperform gold at least 10 times. Litecoin is going to massacre Bitcoin for return on investment. Eric, what's up? Yeah, and listen, guys, I've been getting a lot of questions about paying bills and buying property or anything else. Do not pay off any bills. If you need to make the minimum payments, make the minimum payments, but don't pay anything off. I personally wouldn't buy a big ticket item right now. The housing market's going to drop 80%. Now, if you could buy a house and get it financed and get through escrow, it's probably a good deal right now because you're going to end up owning that house. They're going to have to declare a reset. All debt's going to have to be wiped out. Credit card debt, mortgage debt, auto loan debt, all going to be wiped out. You're going to own your car free and clear. You're going to own your house free and clear. Credit card companies are probably going out of business, but you're not going to owe them any money. This is a good thing if you know it's coming. Make it work to your advantage. Make sure you've got your Litecoin and silver. Everybody's going to get through this fine. The people that are prepared are going to thrive on the other side of this. Yeah, get out. Get out of the blue zones, guys. Get into the red zones. That's what I did. California to Arizona. Arizona's opening up on Monday, looks like. Well, I guess they're going to open restaurants on Monday and everything else, I think, on the 15th or something. I think that's what it is, 14th or 15th. FedEx now 3 to 4 week delays in deliveries. They are overwhelmed. You believe Pelosi? Is that what you're saying, Cecil? Yeah, no, I can guarantee you, Q is not run by Pelosi. Look at the Q proofs. It's very clear that President Trump is working directly with Q. Indisputable. So it's not Pelosi. Pelosi isn't working with Q, or Pelosi isn't Q. Diana, how you doing? Tessie, what's up? Tina got her dimes. Good job. Yeah, good job, Tina. Gary got his zinc. Aaron, how you doing? Kathleen, how you doing? Kathy, how are you? Chrissy, hello. Jet.com. Kevin says jet.com. Maybe we should try that. Instead of Amazon, jet.com. I might try that tomorrow. Brian, how you doing? Wayne bought more Litecoin and silver. Good job, Wayne. Deborah, how you doing? Gary. Eric's buying more. Comey is going down, for sure. Comey, I believe, is going to be one that is executed for treason. And there's going to be a lot of them. I think most of the Obama administration, the upper end of the Obama administration, is going to be executed. YouTube CEO is censoring medical misinformation. Yeah, the problem is with these terms, who decides the definition of the terms? It's all a joke. Barbara, how you doing? How are companies going to pay their employees when the crash happens? They're not, guys. Listen, at some point, most employers are going to get caught in this trap. The government, I might not get my retirement/disability. It's at some point, this whole thing's probably going to come to a screeching halt unless they do a reset. That's going to be the difference. Is it a reset or is it a collapse? I keep saying the reset's a better way to go. It's less stressful. It's going to be less chaotic. It's going to be less dangerous. I'm 90% sure that's the way President Trump's going to go, but we'll see. We're close. This is going down one way or another, guys. Either we're going to have a collapse or we're going to have a reset. And there's 50 things that could bring this economy down. And it could go down any day now. I get my driver's license Monday morning. I pass the eye test, pass the written test, and I take the driving test on Monday. So Monday morning, I should be good, guys. Yeah. POTUS, President Trump has played this perfectly. This whole deal for 4 years now. Cousin Monica, how you doing? Todd, what's up? Chad, what's up? Yeah, no, there will be no mail-in ballots. That's what the globalists are pushing for. That's why they're trying to drag this out. That's why they're trying to scare people and make them fearful so they won't want to get back to work, especially after Pelosi gave them more money on unemployment than they were making at their jobs. It doesn't matter, guys. This is over. Everybody has to expect that at some point the checks are going to stop. That's why we have physical silver and Litecoin to get you through this spot. Arlene, how you doing? Trump's not letting them meet. Yeah, we can't, guys. That's where, and you notice, so the media, the mainstream media, was all bent out of shape that POTUS forced the meatpacking plants to stay open, right? With the emergency bill. When and the media went ballistic, said he shouldn't have done it. And then they jumped on him for not doing it for the ventilators, which they really don't need because it's the flu. It goes to show you who runs the mainstream media. It's the deep state. It's the CIA. Timothy, how you doing? Allie and Michael, how you doing? Georgia is officially open tomorrow. Good job, Georgia. Yeah, I can't borrow on it. Yeah, you're not going to borrow anything right now, guys. The credit is freezing up. And it won't, like I say, when the trucks stop running, when those credit cards stop, everything stops. That's the other reason these jackasses want a cashless society, because then they control it. They control the spigot, right? They stop credit. You're not buying in a cashless society. We're never going to have a cashless society in America. Or at least not for a while. I mean, eventually we might go without any kind of currency as we evolve. That's down the road. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, that's the other thing, guys. I'm not a big fan of this protesting. I think it's a mistake. Given you're putting targets out on the street, it's not going to accomplish anything. Well, Q. It's more an intelligence op than a military op. Tessie. Tessie's asking if Q is a military op. Well, yeah. So Todd is asking about ideas when the bank accounts are going to go. It's going to go like that. It could happen any day. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. There's no knowing. Remember in '07, what was so chilling to me was they announced one morning, well, yeah, they bailed the banks out yesterday. If they wouldn't, we'd have been under martial law today. That's when I found out about '07, after the fact. That's how this is going to be for most people. And the first inkling they're going to get there's a problem is when they're on their way to work and they try and use their debit card or their credit card and they can't buy gas. That's when we have problems. So there's going to be probably no warning unless there's a reset. So you've got to be ready. That's why you need your silver and Litecoin now. Because just think about that. Your bank account freezes. You need cash in your home, depending on what your bank account is. You know, 500, 1,000, for some people 5,000 maybe in cash. Everything else physical, silver, and Litecoin. I'm personally light on the cash. I've got silver. But that's why we have your silver and Litecoin, guys. Okay, Barbara, you can get a hold of Kevin. His phone number is 702-325-9258. Kevin Owens, phone number 702-325-9258. Theta is going to be a good crypto, but we're not buying it. We're buying Litecoin. Unless you're a millionaire. Kathy's taken carbon 60 for a week. Her eyesight's already better. What about that? I'm telling you guys, everybody should be on carbon 60. Listen, you should get as much Litecoin and silver as you can, guys. As much as you can. You're going to be glad you got every last one of them. Trust me. The more you get, the more you're going to be able to pay forward. 25 is a good number, but get more if you can. But don't forget the silver. You got to have silver also. Jeff, how you doing? Yeah. Who is on the ropes? Who's going down? The UN is going down. Well, they're going to keep. Um, so there's two ways this can go, guys. This can go ugly. This can go the way I would expect it to go with President Trump in charge. Ugly is the power goes off, the grocery stores are out of food, and the banks are closed. That's as ugly as it gets. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the power is going to stay on. I think the stores are probably going to have shortages, but they will have food, I think, at all times. Nobody's going to starve in America, I don't believe. Um, and if we declare a reset, I think the financial part of this will be very smooth. If we have a collapse, all bets are off. Then there's more likely to be civil unrest, looting and rioting. So again, I just don't. President Trump, I believe, is going to just declare a reset. I think that's how it's going to go down. We'll see. Jeff, how you doing? Yeah, a lot of new members here, guys. Welcome aboard, new members. Uh, is it Marie Rose wants to know my take on President Trump declaring May Seniors Month? I think it's interesting timing, considering what's happening. And I think he's sending a message to the seniors, too. You know, don't worry. President Trump's got our back. Yep, President Trump has definitely been through it. Yeah, trust me, they're not going to hold Biden to the same standard they held Kavanaugh to. Trust me. Well, you can already see it. It's a joke. One of the biggest perverts in politics should be hanging right now. Yeah, a lot of Q posts going out, guys. A lot of stuff happening. Michelle, how you doing? I don't know if President Trump has, but it's in the news a lot lately, guys. Pay attention. And here's the bottom line, guys. There's no option here. A reset is eventually going to be declared. Mark my words, write this down. A reset will eventually be declared. The question's going to be, do we declare a reset up front, or do we fumble around for a year or two trying to fix this mess when there's no fix for it? That's the big question. I believe President Trump declares a reset and we move forward. The other option's not good. We waste a year or two before we get on track or try to get on track. And the longer we have this thing shut down, the worse it's going to be. This is a no-brainer. It's a mathematical certainty. They will have to reset the economy. The main question is, they do it up front or they do it later. There is still the possibility that POTUS, President Trump, will communicate with the American citizens through the emergency broadcast system, through your cell phones. Don't count that out yet. Your FDIC insurance is worth 3 cents on the dollar. That's what FDIC has right now in their fund based on the amount of deposits. It's 3 cents on the dollar. Have fun. Get your silver and Litecoin. Don't think you're going to get bailed out here. You're not. $3 on the dollar. Carbon 60, go to YouTube, do a search on Carbon 60. Trust me, everybody should be on Carbon 60 right now. Get it at Amazon. It's $20 a bottle that lasts 1 week. Costs you about $80 a month. And then you take a 15 mil a day dose, which works out just about perfect for that 100 mil bottle. Rebecca, how you doing? Looks like the pawn shops are running out of silver. Red flags, guys. Cousin Bill, what's up? Michelle says they're starting to ration food at her store, her grocery store. Well, that's the good side. Matt just brought up a good point. President Trump dragging this out is giving everyone a chance to prepare, and we are getting more and more people every single day on the bandwagon. So it's a good thing, guys. I know we all want it to be over, but let's look at the bright side. This is a silver lining. Darren's got 18 guns and 30,000 rounds of ammo. I might have you beat, Darren. I might have you beat. I got 20, I think I got 20,000 rounds just a 22, and what do I have? I might have, I think I've got 5,000 rounds of 5.56. Cheryl, how you doing? Yep. Uh, Everyone, please fly flags tomorrow. U.S. Law Day. POTUS declared. That's interesting, guys. Be ready for something tomorrow. It's the first. Just saying. Be ready. Tony, what's up? Hi, Michelle. Prices are going up. Grocery stores, guys. Hyperinflation is coming. That's this thing's coming down one way or another, guys. There's no stopping this. Yeah, Biden is as evil as it gets. Yeah. Everybody's going to start with a clean slate, guys. Well, there's a lot more truth that's going to come out. There's a lot more that's going to be exposed, but it's happening right now. Yep, you can give carbon 60 to your animals too, guys. It's good for your animals. Amanda's up to 19 ounces of 1 ounce coins. Good job, Amanda. Keep buying. Don't forget your Litecoin. Michelle's never heard of carbon 60. Go to YouTube and do a search on carbon 60. You'll be amazed at some of the studies. Everybody in the world is going to be on carbon 60 in 5 years. I plan to actually open a plant to produce carbon 60 sometime in the near future, hopefully next year. Kathleen's butcher told her there's no meat coming in, so stock up. Put it in the freezer, guys. What? Am I talking too loud? What's the problem? Carbon 60, it's a wonder drug. Just put it that way. Probably extends human life, cures some forms of cancer, has cured dementia in some people. For me personally, I've been on it over 5 years now. After 39 years of riding bucking horses, my knees were shot. Within 6 weeks, I had zero knee pain and I could run again. It's a miracle drug or supplement. Best supplement I've ever taken. And actually, the deal is the molecules are so minute, they can get in deeper to your cells than any antioxidant on the market today. Far deeper. That's the key to carbon 60. President Trump is not falling in the polls. Remember, 800 rounds of 308. That's pretty good. That's enough. Listen, I don't think 1 in 100 Americans are going to have to fire a round off through this whole process, guys. I do not think we're going to go worst case scenario. And if we don't go worst case scenario, we're probably not going to have to pull our guns out. Sarah, how you doing? Yeah, you guys owe a great debt to us older people. Don't forget it. AR-15, 30-30, 22, 9mm, 12 gauge. I've got the two ARs, two 12 gauges, a pump and a semi-automatic. 22 rifle, 22 pistol, 245 auto, semi-auto handguns, 9mm. Yeah. I've got the gun part covered and the ammo part covered. I'm going to tell everybody my arsenal. I don't care. Fear not. Come and get them. You want them? Come take them. I could care less. Bring it. Amanda says she got 300 Litecoin. Well, that's good, Amanda, but I'd prefer to have 25 at least. I think everybody's target should be a minimum of 25. 50 or 100 if you can, and at least 100 ounces of silver. That would be what I would recommend as a minimum. But do what you can. Listen, if you can hold 5 Litecoin for 5 years, 4 years actually, some people believe, some analysts believe, that's $15 million. Could you live on $15 million? Be nice. The more you have, the more you're going to be able to pay forward. That's how I look at it. So get as much as you can. Don't leave any money in the bank. You're going to lose it. Would you rather lose it? Would you rather give it to the bank? Or would you rather have it in silver and Litecoin? It's an easy question. It's a rhetorical question. Just buy as much as you can. Guns are necessary always as Americans. Guns are necessary. Our Second Amendment might be the biggest factor in our surviving this globalist attack. Because without our Second Amendment, the world is probably already finished. Yeah, actually, the more guns you have, the less likely they are to try and come and take them. So now, Kevin, I'm curious about this. So far, Kevin says he has all of us beat in the arousal category. What are we talking about here, Kevin? Did I miss something in the chat earlier? I'm hoping that's supposed to be Arsenal. Deborah, how you doing? Raina, how you doing? I think, are you talking about clove, David? Clove and cinnamon. Cinnamon, I think David's talking about if your teeth go bad. It helps for numbing it. How you doing, Raina? Yeah, everybody should have my phone number, 707-696-4188. Everybody should have their contact info in at thewatchmen.com. Put in all your contact info. Talk to Lisa if you have any trouble finding it. Cinnamon, I think. I think he meant cinnamon, guys. Yeah, no, you want carbon 60 in olive oil, guys. So I get good and cheap carbon 60 in olive oil. That's the least expensive way you can buy it. You can get it in avocado oil. There's, I think, I don't know, there's 3 or 4 different oils you can get carbon 60 in. I I prefer olive oil personally. Yeah, and guys, don't just learn your guns. Go out and practice. Go practice this week if you can. Having a gun that sat in the closet for 2 years, it's better than no gun, but if you haven't used it, you're not going to feel very confident if it's a life or death situation and you have to pull it out. So go practice with it this week. Make it happen. Okay, guys, that's all the questions. Um, Time's running out. Um, this could literally go down any day now. I'm going to say that until it happens because just look around. Look what's going on around the world. That's the world we're living in right now. This thing could go down any single day. So be ready. Every day, be ready. Be positive when you're reaching out to people. Still think the best way. How would you like to be a part of the greatest transfer of wealth in human history? Because that's what we're experiencing, guys. Physical silver, Litecoin. God showed them to me for a reason. They're to be used to build the foundation of His church, the way. It's all good. Be positive. Don't stop. Every person matters. Every minute matters. Every day matters. Wrap it up here with our Watchmen prayer for God and country. Amen. We'll see you tomorrow night at 5 Pacific. God bless.